I opened one of the little drawers of my jewelry box for the first time in many months. And when I saw that ring, a wave of regret came over me once again. That white gold engagement ring with the prongs reaching out as if still trying to hold on to the lost diamond. I've come to understand the woman of the parable who lost her coin and after turning the house upside down found it again. She was so joyful that she invited her friends over to celebrate. For a long time I thought I was special. I am one of 9 granddaughters of my grandmother. I am not the oldest or the youngest, but I was the one to whom my grandmother would leave her engagement ring. It wasn't because I was the closest to her, though I think I was, and it wasn't because I was the most responsible, though I'd like to think I was. It was because I was her namesake. My parents gave me her middle name as my middle name, Ione. That's it. Not anything that I accomplished on my own. When the day came that my grandmother passed away, my mother came home from the hospital and dropped the ring into my hand. At that point, I would have rather seen my grandmother walk in the door still wearing that ring. I wore the ring nearly every day for years on the ring finger of my right hand. It brought me fond memories of my grandmother. One day, I was reaching into my purse, and as I pulled out my hand, the ring caught on the lining. When I pulled my hand out, I saw the prongs empty of the not quite 1-carat diamond. I was panic-stricken. I hoped that the diamond had just come off the ring at that moment, and so I carefully emptied the purse and moved my hand all around the inside, hoping to find the diamond. I did not. I began retracing my steps in hopes that I would find that tiny but rather expensive and very sentimental pebble. The more I looked, the more hopeless I felt. How would I ever find that diamond? It could be anywhere. I prayed for a miracle. For months and even years, I imagined what it would be like to find it. In the meantime, I felt a sense of loss. I was embarrassed. I felt so irresponsible. I should have taken it to the jeweler for a tune-up. I thought of it, but I'll do it tomorrow. I put the ring in my jewelry box and tried not to think about it. Most days I don't. But then I read the story of the woman who lost her precious coin. She swept the house clean until she found it. And she did. She was so excited that she invited her friends over to celebrate. The magnitude of the joy in finding came out of the sadness of losing. Since that time, I have moved across the country, and that ring still sits in that jewelry box drawer, still reaching for the lost stone. I would certainly call my friends to celebrate with me if I ever found that diamond. But I've come to appreciate that woman madly cleaning her house and the joy of finding the lost. A parable about God finding me.